Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the NFL's all-time passing leader, Drew Brees, and the New Orleans Saints as they take on the new man, Nick Foles, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Drew Brees and the Saints heading out here to take over. Brees coming off another incredible season in 2018, set the all-time record for completion percentage in a single season, 74.4%. In fact, we can go ahead and just call that the Drew Brees category. He holds 4 of the top 5 best seasons percentage-wise in NFL history. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage. And a look now at the offense for New Orleans.
And this offensive line, they're going to have to be a lot better than they were right there. We certainly won't measure them just by one play, but they definitely got a big challenge ahead of them in this one because this defense, they love to run blitz, and they clog up the running lanes.
To throw again on second down, Brees, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Here's Brees. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step up.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Protect yourself, baby.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. And the offensive unit now for the Jaguars.
And let's focus in on James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end who came over from Kansas City a couple of seasons ago and appears to have found a home in Jacksonville. Already a good blocker, continues to improve as a receiver. His highest number of receptions, 24 in 2018.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Foles. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be brought down shy of the...
Tempo. Alert.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Everyone, you got 4.
Foles. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to stick with Dez there, got too physical, pass interference.
I like your note there, so physical. Hard for any defender to cover Dez Bryant without drawing a pass interference call.
After the penalty, it's Fournette, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Foles throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now he's going to go for it all. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 21 carries, 69 yards, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well, but I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do, and right now they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Foles. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Foles, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Breeze on the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. After 7-0 on EA Sports. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Check, 47.
Now Leonard Fournette. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
47.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I got you. 47 is the mic. 47.
This is Fournette. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. You don't want nothing.
They'll run with Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. On the run, it's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll set up a throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Breeze now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Got his open man, it's Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Austin Carr, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Fournette, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the draw, this is Fournette, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A little juke. Fighting through it. He's got space.
Let's go, baby.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Breeze. Again has it complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Breeze again. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. Now, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now Fournette, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Breeze. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And now it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Breeze going to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. To throw, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On the jet sweep, this is Bryant, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Foles. And that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Breeze now. He's got Smith here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Breeze to throw again. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Here's Foles. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On the ground, this is Kamara. Calais Campbell on the stop.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. The Saints on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Breeze to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Again, it's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Let's go!
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. A gain of 8 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Foles. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And out trots Jared Cook with the rest of his offensive mates. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always a key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well and you shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on it because he's so good that if you don't, he finds a way to make plays. Always have 2 guys in his vicinity, usually trying to bump him off the line of scrimmage and get him out of his route.
They run it again with Kamara. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the...
Come on, ready? Yellow waiting. Keep.
First down. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Holding offense.
Ready.
Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On third down, Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Now Foles. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. It's caught here by Adams. Foles, clock moving, trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw here. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, this is Adams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That one going against the guard, Andrew Norwell. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A draw play. This is Adams. David Onyemata there on the tackle. On 2nd down, Armstead. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. They'll give it back to Armstead. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Throwing now is Breeze. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard. And he is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety, and the game is over. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for New Orleans, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3.